them a tea. And them a sell out the beach. Can't for me again. You can't for me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy Kenyan, we can't buy time. You can't for me again. Can't for me again. You can't for me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and I resort to crime. You can't for me again. Come me say big up all the charities and all of the giver. Some a go like say them powerful, me no make a bigger. The urgent the promises done and them not deliver. Cut up the youth and rough and it's going to whatever. Member pool money and they lie them tell. Corruption smell and they pocket them spell. When police don't have market like Satan out of hell go mash up people start and thief when them spell. They burn me. What they treat the market man. They burn me. What them a treat the cat man. They burn me. What they treat the peanut man. They burn me. What them a treat the dirt man. They burn me.
Boom! I mean, I say a couple to the flex they represent for Wayne Global TV. So I say, you know the code in the Wayne Global TV is what fully blessed on the 90 days. So I say, yeah man, to the fullest. Yeah man, make sure them log in to Wayne Global TV. So I say, check it out. So I say, one cup of flex. So I say, Wayne Global. When you watch you know, film a plan up and try to put them money pan we head. But man, I live too long, them want Wayne Global fitted. To him juggle so smooth that them want him life for dread. I chew the bank, I like the break, but we ain't all about the bread. We open up in the ears and no listen when we said, cause we lyrics them so smooth like the linen on the bed. Them one with a fall, chill living pan the edge, I must say true, we make this them. We ain't Global TV, we are 90, and 90. Who Jaja bless, say no man can curse. Give me the Range Rover, who no drive yours. Boom! We in Global TV to the fullest one cup of excellence. See me?
Like I may get me in a dark so much years. And from a talk to him, never stay 5 minutes, then come fix the light. And him you want because we see the needs of the people. And see what the want of the people. And see what the people they want to be done. Good job. You see. Council candidate to Dallas and equal Washington.
A few moments later.
How comes you come by and say Buju fix this life?
Good. Don't call me in politics. Don't call me in politics.
You say sit there and not telling any
Don't call me in politics. Don't call me in
a video and say Buju fix the life. Let me show you.
Don't call me. Me sit down here Monday evening and see floor truck come on there. See floor truck come on there.
Are you this?
Yes, and me say so much years the light dead and nobody no come fix it.
So who fixed the light?
Me don't know. Me tell you, me say floor truck.
Oh, you say you don't know. Me tell you now.
Me say floor truck. Feel it out. Me say floor truck come up here. Me say rod them and put on my light and I put on my phone and something more. And after then, me see the light come on.
After who gone?
After the truck gone with the thing them, me say light come on.
All right, well, let me make it clear to you. It is Mario Ardley paid $35,000 to fix this light. No, Miss Faye, listen what I'm saying. You made a wrong talk, but me there here to tell you.
This is Global TV election campaign coverage. This is Global TV election campaign coverage.
Is it political intimidation? Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome to Global TV 2024 Jamaica Decide in or at a glance slot this morning. Was that political intimidation? I will play it back for you later on. But the question you should ask yourself, is that political intimidation? Good morning to those on the X, on Twitch, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Good morning, and welcome. Thank you all for joining us. Good morning to those on the live. Good morning to those in the chat. Welcome. Happy to have you here. Good morning, all. Good morning to Debbie Jarvis. Good morning, Patricia Matthews. Good morning to Andrea Joan Hamilton Wilson. Good morning to Sunshine. Good morning, Natalia Freeman, sorry. Good morning, good morning. Oops, official, good morning. How are you? Good morning. Mr. Minima, nearly. Jason Kane, good morning and welcome. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good afternoon. Michelle Clark, good morning, good afternoon. Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome, Monica Willis. Good morning, good afternoon. Good morning, good afternoon to Ron Oneless. Good morning, good afternoon to everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome. Thank you for joining us. Audrey Robinson, good morning, good afternoon. Thank you all for joining us. Welcome to another program. It is Monday, the 19th of February, and we're only 7 days away from Jamaicans going to the poll. Beat and teach, wagwan, morning. But ask yourself, veteran, how many I see you yet? Morning, wagwan. You probably are your hand them busy, but I know you're about. Morning, good afternoon. For you, it's good afternoon. How you do? Are you Jamaican, JLP, or PNP? And should you engage a political campaign if you are not an eligible voter? Both political party and the Jamaica Constabulary Force, year in, year out, when there's a political campaign across the country, everybody drop their guard. Laws that should be enforced or not, even though them regular don't enforce it. But during these bang around, you see the recklessness and the lawlessness in front of police throughout the campaign. In 1980, a woman in my community, very close-knitted into my family, is not a blood family member, but close-knitted into my family, lost one of her eye on a political campaign by somebody that, them time in the 80s, people are throw rocks and bottles and bricks at each other political campaign when political campaign is going around because of the heightened tension between Bruce Golden and D.K. Duncan, and by extension, the Jamaica Labour Party, the People's National Party, Communism Alignment, and the CIA alignment. So it was a whole messy debacle across the country. And one of the ladies from my community lost her eye, one of her eye, on a political campaign by somebody just flinging a buckle in her truck. Year in, year out, we see the lawlessness and election campaign. Nicola Walker Rodin, good morning and welcome. This current one, we see a lot of, especially the bikers, lawless in front of the police. Drivers, lawless in front of the police. Since this campaign has started, it has caused serious injury in St. Thomas. It has caused a life of a 15-year-old in St. Catherine, hopping from one vehicle to another on a political campaign, which is heavily policed. And I want to say to Colin Bell this morning, your campaign look good, but enforce law and order. whether be bank to bank or building for you, it doesn't need cost of life or loss of life or injury. On both sides of the coin, we see where political activists of the Jamaica Labour Party got seriously injured in St. Thomas. And political activists, albeit a child, is now dead. Is now dead because of the lawless and reckless way in which our political campaign moved to our streets. Good morning and welcome, Amazing Grace. The police, yes, beat and teach. It is the police job to police. But then again, you have to look back at the intertwined corruption over the years with police and both sides of the political fence when it comes to political campaign and the lawlessness. Because of how intertwined and corrupt the police and politicians are, the police let their guard down and let the people down by not enforcing law and order during those times. AmericanTV.com, good morning. A child of 15-year-old, should children under the age of 18 be joining in political campaign? I see even in my constituency, Floyd Green, this dirty game of politics. What Floyd Green and Derek Sangster is doing in my community, the young man who's going to run for councillor is one of my cousins. He's going to run against an old dinosaur who's been in politics for over 50 years. And it must be said has done nothing. But what Floyd Green has done, he has a sister with their different mother. They share fathers. And what Floyd Green have done, that young lady is about 13, 14, is them take up that little girl, his sister, by his father, and have her walking around with them, fronting their campaign. This is the Lilith Foster, good morning and welcome. This is the nastiness that these politicians come around and play with us because they don't have credibility to come to us and talk to us about their track record and what they have done. So they have to play little nasty gimmickry with us. And it's time for Jamaicans. But then again, the problem is why Jamaicans cannot call upon the police to enforce civil obedience during this time. It is because everybody's in a euphoria. Everybody drop everything and forget about everything. Everybody decide to forget about everything and engage the euphoria, albeit at risk to life, limb, and safety. Albeit to life, limb, and safety. But now that more of you have joined, I want to replay this video and ask yourself, is this political intimidation? And should representatives or workers of political parties be doing this or haranguing or harassing people about their views? Watch, listen, and decide for yourself. Is this political intimidation?
Right, I me get me in a darkness so much years. And from a child cream, never stay 5 minutes, then come fix the light. And him me want, because we see the needs of the people, and see what the want of the people, and see what the people they want to be done.
Good job.
Good job. You see.
Council candidate for Dallas.
Candidate to Dallas and East Washington.
A few moments later.
Right.
How comes you come by and say Buju fix this life? Put
Don't call me in politics. Don't call me in politics.
You still sit there, I'm not telling any
Don't call
lie.
me in politics.
You
Don't call
made
me
a video and say Buju fix the line. Let me show you.
Don't call me. We sit down here Monday evening and see floor truck come on there. See floor truck come on there.
Are you this?
Yes, and Mr. so much years the light dead and nobody no come fix it.
So who fixed the light?
Me don't know, Mr. Mr. Mr.
Alright,
Mr.
you say
Floor
like,
truck.
oh, you say you don't know. Let me tell you now.
Mr. Floor truck. Give me time. Mr. Floor truck come up here. And Mr. Rod, them I put on my light and I put on my phone and something more. And after then, I see the light come on.
After who gone?
After the truck gone, with the sitting them, I see light come on.
Alright, well, let me make it clear to you. It is Mario Ardley paid $35,000 to fix this light. No, Miss Faye, listen what I'm saying. You made a wrong talk, but me there here to tell you.
Nothing about
Yes.
When I talk to Buju about the light and me get me in a darkness so much years. And when I talk to him, he never stay 5 minutes, then come fix the light. And him you want because we see the needs of the people. And see what the want of the people. And see what the people they want to be done.
Buju.
Buju. You see.
Council candidate for Dallas.
Candidate for Dallas and East Washington.
A few moments later.
Right.
How comes you come by and say Buju fix this light?
Don't call me in politics. Don't call me in politics.
You still sit there, I'm not telling any lie.
Don't call me in politics. Don't
you
call
made
me
a video and say Buju fix the light. Let me show you.
Don't call me. We sit down here Monday evening and see floor truck come on there. See floor truck come on there.
Are you this?
Yes, and Mr. so much years the light dead and nobody no come fix it.
So who fixed the light?
Me don't know, Mr.
Alright,
Mr.
you say
Floor
like,
truck.
oh, you say you don't know. Let me tell you now.
Mr. Floor truck. Give me time. Mr. Floor truck come up here. And Mr. Rod, them I put on my light and I put on my phone and something more. And after then, I see the light come on.
After who gone?
After the truck gone, with the sitting them, I see light come on.
Alright, well, let me make it clear to you. It is Mario Ardley paid $35,000 to fix this light. No, Miss Faye, listen what I'm saying. You made a wrong talk, but me there here to tell you.
Nothing about
Yes.
Stephanie Parkin, how are you? Nerissa, wagwan, how you do? Morning, I feel your neck of the woods now. Whole life, morning, how you feel? I miss Faye live there. Miss Faye to the light now work for years now. Miss Faye says she spoke to Buju. So if Buju would have gone to the authorities, and because them are going to say them fix it, which it's under their authority to do, they marry or whatever, pay the 35, how much ever. You're going like an out-time packet. Or even if an out-time packet, him thief enough over the time when they there and have that light for years. Miss Faye said now work up there. She lived there, it right near to our gate. And she said now work. And as soon as she speak to Buju, then Buju would have spoken to the authorities. Morning, Sharon Powell. How are you? Morning and welcome. So Buju would have gone to the authorities, the local authorities. And because them want to use it as election propaganda, them are going to run, come talk about them pay 30, how much if you fix it. And JLP people don't shame. They're not shame about their behavior. Veteran Wagwan, maybe I ask for your fan time, but me know your hand must be busy, that's why. And she come turn up at the woman game. I come go on like, my man, they fix it all time packet, so what is your problem? You make wrong talk. Is this intimidation? So Miss Faye now have right for talk to the light that for years and not working. And until she spoke to Buju before something get done. Within hours of speaking to Buju, something get done. And now JLP I come bother up. Why you never draw out your gun like Dean Jones? Why you never draw out your gun, young lady, at Miss Faye? Because Miss Faye make wrong talk. How wrong talk? How Miss Faye make wrong talk? When you cannot dispute that the light haven't been working for years. Then if it never work, why Mario spend 35,000 fix it? This is the bad man government from the JLP people them. Agency driver 5, well gone, you blessed? Years. Miss Faye said it's not been working for years. If you have just joined, I'm going to quickly play it for you again so you see what Miss Faye had to go through. Just because she spoke up about her right, a service that should have been provided to her was lacking for years. And now that them want to use it, VM, good morning and welcome, as political propaganda. She will come bad up Miss Faye. I wonder if she didn't have no gunman behind her. What we now seeing at the camera, a pint gun pan Miss Faye. Because JLP people like to go around the country pointing guns at people about their views, what color they're wearing. That's what you JLP people do. Or otherwise, they go around the country at a dunceness or telling lies like the crooked criminal prime minister that runs our country.
You hear how my voice sound? It sound raspy. This voice is for the ladies.
Straight. My prime minister straight.
So all the man them just listen. But my voice is this way because I have been through the nooks and crannies of Jamaica. Reasoning with the people. And there's a lot of talking. Because there are a lot of issues facing Jamaicans in their community. This election is a local government election. It is not an election to determine who is the Prime Minister and your member of parliament. It is an election to determine the representatives who have responsibilities for local, municipal, and infrastructure issues. So municipal issues like your garbage collection and infrastructure issues like your local roads, your parish council roads, and your local water supply. That is what this election is about. Because of political desperation and opportunity, such man has tried to turn this into a national election.
Okay, me I go play again, but I have to tap your song quarrel. Mark Golden use desperation to turn it in a national election mode when we should have focus on the local issue. That's what your Prime Minister is saying. Because what you have to understand, our politics is ruled by common factors like dunceness, intimidation, and violence. That's all the JP have to go around with, dunceness, intimidation, and violence. And we've been seeing it since this whole debacle starts. But the Prime Minister said Mark Golden is using this out of desperation as a political campaign for a general election. But let me ask you then, why Andrew Holness? Why when you go around the country, you keep talking about these national roadways, which doesn't come under local government jurisdiction? Why are you talking about your HOPE program, Andrew Holness, which you're using the National Housing Trust money at the national level at your public and private pocket to go around and muzzle votes by picking out one person in the community and give them hope and do something for them, and by extension, just giving the rest of the community hope that will never come? So is it Mark Golden that is making this like a national election, or is it Andrew Holness? And Jones, Annie Jones, good morning and welcome. Joan Brown, good morning and welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome. Is it Mark Golden that is using this period to behave like it's a general election, or is it Andrew Holness? Because literally, because of their devastating behavior towards local government for the last 7 years or so, ignoring everything at local government because the Prime Minister has postponed your opportunity to elect your local government representative 3 times, and it has to be forced into a corner to give you that opportunity. Look across our country. Look at the state of cemeteries. Look at the state of cemeteries across our country. And then you see people like Anne-Marie Vaz and a whole lot of others going around like it's the People's National Party duty to have done their job. They're complaining about the state of cemeteries, which is under the remit of local government. Your cemeteries, your market, your parks, your local roads, your drains and gullies within your division. Wayne Jones, good morning and welcome. Because they have locked your water distribution, your street lighting, all of these things that they are responsible for, all these services that you should have been provided over the last 8 years, weren't paid any attention to because the government was only focused on its national agenda. But listen to Andrew Holness. I'm going to keep my peace and let you listen to the whole King Dunce, King Chopper statement, speech, talk, muffled, lies, scripted argument just to muzzle dunce people, because these people, they prey on illiteracy. Illiteracy is the driving factor for political corruption. Illiteracy is the driving factor for political corruption. Because when you, the people, don't know, you don't know. When you don't know better, you don't know better. And them cheat you as you come. And them cheat you as you behave.
You hear how my voice sound? It sound raspy. This voice is for the ladies.
Straight. My private is not straight.
So all the man them just listen. But my voice is this way because I have been through the nooks and crannies of Jamaica. Reasoning with the people. And there's a lot of talking. Because there are a lot of issues facing Jamaicans in their community. This election is a local government election. It is not an election to determine who is the Prime Minister and your member of Parliament. It is an election to determine the representatives who have responsibilities for local, municipal, and infrastructure issues. So municipal issues like the garbage collection, and infrastructure issues like your local roads, your parish council roads, and your local water supply. That is what this election is about. Because of political desperation and opportunity, such man has tried to turn this into a national election. I don't know the wisdom in that political calculus. Because what it has done is to go and stir up Labour Party answers. Because people realize that they have to come out and support their government. Their government is doing well. They understand that at the national level, they see the change that has happened, the transformation that has happened. The frustration is not at the national level. The frustration, the pain points, is at the local level. The road, your water, your garbage collection, your interaction and interface with the transport system, and your interaction and interface with other public services. That is where the frustration is. So I've spent the last 8 years with the team making sure that we have a strong economy. Now, we're going to make sure that the economy is a caring economy, an economy that deals with the issues that affect you.
But they're not depressed. Talk truth. Me say put it down depressed. The Prime Minister said, I want cuss bad word, you see? Whoa! I want cuss bad word. But them say hold your tongue. I want cuss bad word. No, sir. Okay. Me say I want cuss bad word, but I shall hold my peace. You know hear what the Prime Minister said? And let me say it. The Prime Minister said, so do you all, I couldn't bother to look about your issues down there in your local community. What? I'm out, I dead, my mouse dead. Hold on there. What matters to me, Andrew Holness, is that I have fixed and maintained the chopping block up the top. Can somebody, what is wrong with this mouse? Can somebody explain the economic success other than what the foreign paper them name? Other than the Miami Herald and the London Times. Can somebody explain, Raymond, good morning, the economic success, Yvonne Johnson, good morning, that the Prime Minister has spoken about at the national level? Me and my team was looking after up here. Uno small people down here, so. Uno small people down here, so for the last 8 years. We couldn't bother about you, the people who make up this Jamaica. We were concerned about fixing it at the top. Now he's saying, people, that we have fixed it. Hey. Now that we have fixed it, this economy, Millicent Jones, good morning. This economy, the Prime Minister said, it's now, after 8 years, we are going to become a caring economy. Noreen Dennis, good morning and welcome. Is the Prime Minister saying we're ready to share some of what we've been stealing up there for 8 years? We're willing to share some of it down here? No, because we have done so well up there. So now that we can start to care down here, I wonder if you all listen to what Andrew Holness just said to you. Those of you who will be, I want cuss bad word. Our Bev there. Where is Bev? Where is Bev this morning? Why is Bev hiding from me? Why would Bev be hiding from me this morning? This morning is not a morning for Bev walk and hide, because did you hear? Did you hear what the Prime Minister just said? Somebody tell Bev to hide. Oh, Bev there? No, man. No, sir. Where is Bev? How when Bev talk? When they start to think them, you know, it don't sound so bad. But if me talking, me may go get crucifixion for it. But did you hear what Andrew Holness said? For the 8 years, me and my team, I have somebody coming and me something come take out Bev out of it because it's not normal. Not normal. Somebody coming and me something, and if a veteran, no man.
And where the blood clot this? And where the blood clot this?
I'm going to play back for the listener again, you know, because I doubt a lot of you heard what Andrew Holness just said. You never hear. So listen for yourself again and tell me if I'm me a fool, Andrew a fool, or Uno a fool. Because somebody a fool in this. Somebody have to take the blame for what Andrew Holness just said. Listen and decide for yourself.
You hear how my voice sound? It sound raspy. This voice is for the ladies.
Straight. Hey, my prime minister, straight.
So all the man them just listen.
Yeah.
But my voice is this way because I have been through the nooks and crannies of Jamaica.
Yeah.
Reasoning with the people.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of talking. Because there are a lot of issues facing Jamaicans in their community. This election is a local government election. It is not an election to determine who is the Prime Minister and your member of Parliament. It is an election to determine the representatives who have responsibilities for local, municipal, and infrastructure issues. So municipal issues like the garbage collection and infrastructure issues like your local roads, your parish council roads, and your local water supply. That is what this election is about. Because of political desperation and opportunity, such man has tried to turn this into a national election. I don't know the wisdom in that political calculus, because what it has done is to go and stir up Labour Party answer. Because people realize that they have to come out and support their government. Their government is doing well. They understand that at the national level, they see the change that has happened, the transformation that has happened. The frustration is not at the national level. The frustration, the pain point, is at the local level. The road, your water, your garbage collection, your interaction and interface with the transport system, and your interaction and interface with other public services. That is where the frustration is. So I've spent the last 8 years with the team making sure that we have a strong economy. Now, we're going to make sure that the economy is a caring economy. An economy that deals with the issues that affect you.
Ungrateful lion! Draw out everything and show the world.
Somebody help me make sense of what Andrew Holness just said, because what Andrew Holness has just done to that pack of dunce standing around him is 2 fingers to you, you local people. That was what the Prime Minister did. 2 fingers to you at the local level. Because we know what your issues are. But for 8 years, we couldn't give a about you. For 8 years. We know what your problem is. We know the condition of your road. We know the street lighting, the water problem. We know it. We just don't give 2 toss about you. Because we have something to sort up here, the agenda. up yes of politics and down yes of politics. The agenda was the up yes of politics for the last year. Now that we have gotten it right, that is what the Prime Minister needs to also explain. What has he gotten right? Do you all remember the verse, the 1.5, 2.0, that none of us still not explain to me what I mean yet? So the whole of us say me dunce. When I always tell the Prime Minister to talk in a numbers and in a gibberish, when no say normally confuse dunce people like me. Because to understand when Andrew Holness talk, you have to be astute. So dunce like me wouldn't be able to understand a fifth columnist when a fifth columnist speaks. I don't mean I call you fifth columnist in Andrew Holness. That's how the Americans see you, as a fifth columnist. What? I don't think the people understand what they just heard from the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister says, "So you down here, we know your roads are bad. We know you're having water problem. We know." Carlos Wagwan, me know say you come but because I was on a rant I even forget. Everybody on here, you're supposed to know who Jamaican Carlos is already. If you don't know, always observing good morning and welcome. If you are not aware of who Jamaican Carlos is, then Jamaican Carlos is pinned on the screen. All you have to do is just type in Jamaican Carlos in YouTube, and you will find him because of him one out the name. So you don't have to do no deep root search to find Carlos. Did you heard what the Prime Minister said? I didn't have to sort you out. Inner Circle, how are you? I didn't have to sort you out. Elaine Turner, how are you? Because what needed to be done, we needed to sort the people at the top out. You weren't the priority. You weren't the one who voted us into power. The people at the top vote us into power to get it right up here. Now that we have gotten it right up here, we don't really care about but we are going to start share with you. Isn't this another promise to share, like the prosperity? The man just been going around when them are launched down a labor, down a Montego Bay Convention Center, when them they are going to announce local government election. The Prime Minister spoke about sharing a partnership. Because the people are not listening to Andrew Holness going around the country with the different what you don't call Andrew word them, you don't even know if you call them anymore. You have to go start make up new words for Andrew word them. But at the Montego Bay Convention Center, the Prime Minister said, we're going to partnership to achieve the prosperity. So the Prime Minister was telling us at the Montego Bay Convention Center that I want you all to come on board and help us to let us partnership and achieve this prosperity. By extension, the Prime Minister has said, I know I have failed in delivering that prosperity. But then the Prime Minister went to St. Thomas and he's telling the people, I have gotten the economy right. At the national level, no say nobody now complain. The Prime Minister said it. The Prime Minister said, no say nobody now have a problem at the national level. I ungo butters down there so when I don't want to vote me. I ungo butters we want to run up and down on political campaign. We don't know what vote mean or the power within your vote. The power within participatory democracy. So we didn't have to focus on you for 8 years. This is why the headline for the what you call it, for the thing with the cemetery is death then dishonor. I don't think I did cue that. death, then dishonor. I'm going to leave some of them topic I have to talk about for my 6 o'clock program, because Andrew Holness is recognizing. Remember last night, on Saturday night, Delroy Williams told you that 100 garbage truck came into the country and 50 more is to be delivered. But the Prime Minister is telling that audience in St. Thomas, the Prime Minister is telling that audience in St. Thomas that we are aware of the problems with your garbage collection. We just don't care about all these flies and things around you, because if it's Cherry Gardens, Beverly Hills, or Stony Hill, or the whole of Upper St. Andrew, we don't keep rubbish up there for fly and rat. Come draw we out. Remember, the Prime Minister wife said, anyway, you said dump up and rubbish. A People's National Party people live there. I know me say it at Juliet Holness. And her husband come out now, come tell you, say, we know, say, on rubbish don't collect. We just don't care, even though we have new truck. 100 coming in the country. Divide 100 by 14 for me mathematicians, because I know some me dunce. 100 divided by 14. How much truck could you send per parish out of that 100 delivery? Divide, please. 100 truck by 14 parishes. But the Prime Minister just told you, we know what your problems are. Literally, the Prime Minister said, if you look, the frustration, the Prime Minister says, 7. So 7 truck could go to each parish. How much division is within a municipality? I want to see how these people are play with 100 truck, and you can put 7 in each parish. If that was done with the 100 truck, plus the backup with the old broke down one them, where them have like Derek Sangster and them people there, do you think we would have had that garbage pile up across the country? That is to beat and teach. It varies. Some could have 3, 4, 5. But let us look at parish beat and teach rather than division. Make we cut and measure 2 sides. So then you can send out of that delivery, you can send 7 truck to each parish. It should be down to the municipality of that parish how they regulate that 7 truck across the parish. But look here, it's just that it doesn't matter, because we not somebody and we not nobody. That is the problem. We are nobody, because they recognize what the problem are. They have failed to do anything about them. Nigel Clark has failed to even give them adequate budget at the local government level. Nigel Clark has failed to give them adequate budget at the local government level. So you see, all around, it is a stitch up. It is an all-round stitch up, because Nigel Clark is responsible for providing local government with the budget where we see them a walk and a hand out all across central government. Okay, Andrew Holness. Such man, Mark Golden, is desperate, and he's using Andrew Holness, this, as a general election campaign. Wasn't it the same Andrew Holness, though, that announced a $40 billion project over 2 years or over 2 budget? Not to fix our local roads, because an councillor you give it to, you're giving it to MP. Why that 40 billion, Andrew Holness, wasn't dispersed across local government? Why did you disperse 40 billion or million or whatever it be across central government when most of our roadways that are in dire strait, it's at the local government level? But you and Nigel failed to give them the budget to do so. But yet the same crooked Andrew and the same crooked Nigel rolled out a $40 billion project to the MPs to fix roads. 40 billion. Isn't that a general election ploy, Andrew Holness? 40 billion, thanks, Carlos. That 40 billion you're giving to MPs, isn't it a general election ploy? Shouldn't that 40 billion be dispersed across local government? If you care about us people, but then again, how me fi say so, and you just tell with blatantly and brawlingly, so you don't care. What you did care about is getting it right for the PSOJ. Getting it right for the PSOJ and all of those financial Ponzi scheme. Can it look like one in a Ponzi scheme a break loose? Carlos, you don't understand number. Go check it out over Kalina Reynolds' page, because it look like one in a Ponzi scheme a break loose. But is it Andrew Holness, or is it Andrew Holness or Mark Golden, which is used out of desperation, which is using this period as a general election campaign rather than local election campaign? I know Andrew Holness are going to talk about in South Coast Highway and China Harbor, just a tell with a Bull Bay sign done and all of them something. Is it Mark Golden which is really using this moment as a as a general election campaign, Prime Minister? You're sure? But Global TV is coming to an end now. But before you go, listen again to what happened to Miss Faye at her gate, because she spoke about a street light that has not been working for years. Listen to the bad man JLP government.
You hear over voice on some raspy.
I me get me in a darkness so much years. And from a child crib, never stay 5 minutes, then come fish the light. And him me want, because we see the needs of the people, and see what the want of the people, and see what the people they want to be done. Bujo. You see. Candidate to Dallas and East Washington.
A few moments later.
How comes you come by and say Bujo keeps this life?
Don't call me in politics. Don't call me in politics.
You say sit there and not telling any
Don't call me in politics. Don't call me in
a video and say Bujo keeps this life. Let me show you.
Don't call me. Me sit down here Monday evening and see floor truck come on there. See floor truck come on there.
Are you this?
Yes, and me say so much years the light dead and nobody no come fix it.
So who fixed the light?
Me don't know. Me tell you, me say floor truck.
Oh, you say you don't know. Let me tell you now.
Me say floor truck. Give me chance. Me say floor truck come up here. Me say run them and cut on me light and I cut on me phone and something more. And after then me see the light come on.
After who gone?
After the truck gone with the them, me say light come on.
All right, well, let me make it clear to you. It is Mario Ardley paid $35,000 to fix this light. No, Miss Faye, listen what I'm saying. You made a wrong talk, but me here to tell you.
Nothing about it. When I talk to Bujo about the light, I get me in a darkness so much years. And from a talk to him, he never stay 5 minutes, then come fix the light. And him me want, because we see the needs of the people, and see what the want of the people, and see what the people they want to be done.
Buju.
Buju. You see.
Council candidate for Dallas.
Candidate for Dallas and East Washington.
A few moments later.
How comes they come by and say Buju keeps this life?
Don't call me in politics. Don't call me in politics.
You say, see, they are not telling any
Don't call me in politics. Don't call me
in a video and say Buju fix the life. Let me show you.
Don't call me. We sit down here Monday evening and see floor truck come on there. See floor truck come on there.
Are you this?
Yes, and I say so much years the light dead and nobody no come fix it.
So who fixed the light?
Me don't know, me tell it, me say floor
like,
truck.
oh, you say you don't know. Me tell you no.
Me say floor truck. Give me chance. Me say floor truck come up here. Me say run them and put on me light and I put on me phone and something now. And after then me see the light come on.
After who gone?
After the truck gone with the thing them, me see light come on.
All right, well, let me make it clear to you. It is Mario Ardley paid $35,000 to fix this light. No, Miss Faye, listen what I'm saying. You made a wrong talk, but me there here to tell you. Yes.
If Miss Faye blood pressure raise, if Miss Faye sugar level go up, we know the Tegereg who we get in touch with, and we know the Tegereg and the Badman government who is responsible if Miss Faye blood pressure go up. Thank you very much for being here with us this morning, this afternoon on Global Television. Please be back here at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. UK time for another of our show. Jasmine Johnson on Facebook. Good morning and welcome. Thank you for joining us and being here. We will definitely see you this afternoon. Thank you very much and good afternoon.